Hi everyone, it's Sue here from Scrappy Doo Sue. It's that time of the week again when it is week 47 of Margarete Miller's 52-week collage assignments, volume 2 for 2022, hashtag 2022 planner 47. And we're still using this craft ring bound, spiral bound I should say, scrapbook. It's now getting quite full. That was last week, week 46. So I'm going to attempt to just fold it over and do it on here, and I hope you can see me all right. Okay, so let's have a look at the prompts and the bonus. So we have a travel item, a piece of furniture, something written or drawn with your non-dominant hand, so that would be my left one because I'm right-handed, mushrooms, something that smells, and bonus is a star. So today I'm leaving out the piece of furniture, and I decided that as we're coming up to Christmas quite fast, I'm going to do a Christmas themed collage. So I'm going to do my interpretation of a travel item. I'm going to write something in my left hand, which is my non-dominant. I've got some mushrooms / toadstools, something that smells, and the stars. So let's have a look. So the one thing that jumps out at me at Christmas that smells beautiful are the pine trees or Christmas trees. So I've got a few of those here, so I'm going to use those. I've got a couple of stars, Christmassy stars here. What else do we need? A travel item. I've got an old Christmas card here. Anyway, and there's a sledge on it, so I'm going to use that as my travel item, because people do not just play on sledges in snow, but people in snowbound countries where snow is the norm, like Alaska and places like that, would use a sledge to travel on. So I'm going to use that. Mushrooms, well, I've got some stickers, and I suppose you know, there are mushrooms in here. It's a mixture of, let's have a look quickly. This is one of these from overseas pack. So I've got some mushrooms here like this. But I mean, I wouldn't know necessarily if they were mushrooms or toadstools without referring to a book, because I wouldn't go and buy any out. I wouldn't go and forage them unless I was with someone who knew what they were doing. But I mean, I love this one, and I think this would go with the Christmas theme, so we're going to use some of those. So we'll pop those over there for a minute. Something that smells we've done, and we've got the star, so we've got the travel item, so we've got everything really. So I thought today I'm going to use this old bit of tissue paper that I've had in my stash that came from the Crafty Ark when I bought something a long time ago. So I'm going to use, and this is beautiful, this is like white with a hint of like dots in the background, so I thought that would kind of emulate snow. So I'm going to just tear off some of that. If I can. And let's move the book because it's interfering. See if I can tear off the hard edges and make it a bit softer. So I just decided today that that's what we were doing. Christmas theme. This is not proving very easy. Let's go for a wider piece. Oh, choose a heavier ruler, I think. That's better. That's better. Right. Okay, I think that will be. I just want to go down that side, I think. If I can't, then we'll just leave it. It's tearing everywhere but where I want it to tear. Right, and that should be okay, I think. Okay, let's put that back and that one. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to let's see which way round I want it. Maybe we'll have it that way round, and I'm just going to get my glue stick and I'm going to glue the back of this tissue paper. So find some glue paper. Still got bits of my glue book that I'm using that all fell to bits. Just gently going to glue stick over this, mainly the edges that need, and we can always go round it afterwards. So let's bring that back, and it's got a bit of a raised feel to it, so I am just popping that down like that as a background piece, because I just thought it would be a bit different. You know, sometimes it takes me ages to find things for these assignments, the weekly assignments. I could spend nearly an hour looking through my stash. I don't know whether it's just me being too particular. You know, I think sometimes I think about it too much. Okay, then we're going to pop this down, I think. And I'm thinking maybe popping the whole thing down, but tempted to, actually. If I did that, then we'd want to put our trees down. Maybe I'll use all of them somehow like this, but that's going to take up all of that tissue, so I think I'm going to have to cut round this somehow. So I will maybe just cut round this bit here. Like so. So we've got some trees up here. Maybe we'll just have a group of trees, like a little forest up here going on. And we've got our star up here. What else do I want? Mushrooms. So I'm just popping them. See, I like the red ones. I think they're very Christmassy. So now that one definitely looks like a morel mushroom. Maybe one of these or more is possibly a toadstool, but it's all about interpretation. So that's that. So I've got travel item, my sledge. I've got my mushrooms. I've got something that smells, which are my pine trees. If you ever walk through a pine forest, it's lovely. I've got my stars up here. And I just need to write something in a non-dominant hand. So I'm just going to pop that over there, because I've got over here a piece of just coffee dyed paper, and I've got a red pen. Despite the fact it's got a pink lid, it is red, and I'm going to write countdown to Christmas. Now this is going to be very difficult for me because I'm not left-handed. Okay, so okay, it's supposed to be red, this is, but it's looking a bit browny red. It's very strange. so I can't do joined up very well. Gosh, I think the grandson's writing looks better than this. To Christmas, we'll do a big C. Wonky. That would get you told off at school when you were learning to write. But it's come out a bit, you know, browny. It's a very strange pen. It's a set, I think, from China. And my daughter saw this set. I'll show you the set. Where is it? I had it out here. Here it is. And she sent me a link. And they're all in here. And so this one that looks pink says it's metallic red. Anyway, they were very, 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 very cheap. I think they were under £5. And she just sent me the link and said, Mum, why don't you get these? So they're made in China. And it was a link. I don't know if it's a Facebook link. You know, sometimes you get those sites where they advertise things that are on offer, or, you know, a one-off kind of flash sale kind of thing. Anyway, that's it. That's my non-dominant hand. It's quite nice, actually, that pen. I think they are quite nice. So, well, I've done that now. So let's put that to one side. And maybe put that down somehow like this. I don't know. Do I need all of those trees? We don't know. Maybe just have it like that sort of thing. And doesn't look a lot, does it? That's what I'm thinking. But, you know, I've got some, I've got here from last year, tub of all bits and bobs, Christmas themed, that I just put in this tub. So we could, you know, add some, I don't know, a bow of some description or something to it. Let's have a look. I'll just move that over. I've got a bow here, but that's a bit too big. Have I got any small bows in here, I wonder? Nice reindeer. And we've got, take some of this out, got some nice fibres. I've got some nice Christmas charms down the bottom there. So, if I can take this bow off here. Let's see, how does that untwist? I could use the bow. Ah, there it is. So we could put a bow here somewhere. Now, need to keep it together with something. Put a bow here, like that. Put a bit of glitter on. Washi. Let's see, what washi have we got? Excuse the sound. Let's get this washi out. Got some nice silver washi, that's quite nice. Let's pop that down there for a minute, on the floor where everything goes. Okay. So I'm just tipping that out because that makes too much noise, that bag. And I was just wanting to find something that I could pop in the middle of that bow. And I've got some more stars here. These are smaller ones. Gosh, everything's sticking to me. That's quite nice, actually. I quite like that. Just put in the middle of that bow that's coming undone. I think I'll tie a bit of this around the bow anyway. Right. Okay, let's do that. Just to make it a proper bow. So the nice thing about these collage assignments is that, you know, it's down to your interpretation really, isn't it? So you can sort of go with whatever theme fits in with those items. Okay, so we'll just give that another little knot and trim that off. Okay, that's better. That's nice. So now we've got a proper bow that's not unravelling. But I quite like that. Then I've got number 47 for the week. Just decide where to put that before we stick everything down. Maybe there. Somewhere. Or maybe we'll put some glitter on it and then put some washi around. I think that's what we'll do. Okay, I'm just going to cut this down now because it's got a little frame. Sometimes I cut round the frame, sometimes I don't. Still on my week off. Well, I've had 2 weeks. This is my second week. And back to work next week. It flies by actually. Okay, so I'm going to pop these down now. So I'm going to use my glue stick and a bit of grotty glue paper and stick that star down. And this one. And we might pop that one up there with those, like that. I do like 3s of everything. Right, so I'm going to pop the countdown to Christmas. I might just tear around that a little bit. I don't know, it looked too square to me. I suppose if you practiced really hard, you probably end up being able to write Some people are ambidextrous, aren't they? You know, they can use either left or right. My husband's a little bit like that. He's actually left-handed. Well, he eats left-handed. But he does other things with his right hand. So, I guess he's a little bit like that. Oh, I've got some green ink out because I was using it earlier. Something I'm making a prototype of Christmas file folder. So, trying to do a few things like that on my week off, really. Not managed to do any scheduling ahead. So I just used some Distress Oxide Rustic Wilderness that I had out. So I'm going to pop that down there. This is a funny little glue stick. Pop that there. I don't normally like things kind of slap bang in the middle, so I'm going to push it up a bit so it's not quite in the middle, top and bottom. And then let's pop these trees down. And I hope they stay down with this glue stick. Oh, it's very strange, this glue stick. It's goes everywhere. As soon as you put any pressure on it, it just seems to sort of go everywhere. So I think I'll be a bit more softer with it. See how lumpy it is. Put that there on top of that one, I think. Find my dry cloth. And then this last one. And we'll pop that one there, I think. A nice group of lovely smelling fir trees. Right, okay, so the next thing is this, or maybe we'll just use a little bit of that green. I'm just using the brush because I don't want to get all my different coloured double heads out at the moment. It's just a light highlight round there of green. That's nice. So for this, we'll see if we can get any of this tacky glue out. Okay, we're going to put that down there, and that's our sledge. And then we'll pop down these toadstool / mushrooms. I do like those. So I've got a nice tall group of mushrooms. We could put those at the back if I can get it unpeeled. Oh gosh, I suddenly feel extremely hungry, so let's just lift that one up a bit, and we'll put this one at the back there. And we've got our morel. Here he is hiding. I'm going to put him down because I know that definitely, I don't think that's a toadstool. I don't think I've ever seen a toadstool in that shape, but I know that morels look like that. Don't think I've ever tasted a morel mushroom, but I've seen them on being used on cooking programs. So maybe we'll lift that one back up and put him up here. So there's some depth to the group. Oh gosh, my nails, don't look at my hands. My nails are absolutely dreadful. I should put some nail varnish on, I think, really, to cover them up. There. Let's put that one down a little bit lower. Like that. So that's a nice group. Okay, so that's all of those. Now, we wanted to put our bow on, which has now disappeared from view. Oh, where did that go? Let's see if it's on the floor. And it fell back into my box of bits, so it doesn't want to come on here. So I'm going to use some Beacon 3-in-1 to stick that on because it's fabric. It's very slow to come down at the moment because the temperature's much cooler now. So I want to pop that there, like so. And then we've got our number 47. So maybe that can go here, maybe. Or where I put it up there. I quite like it up there actually. I'm just going to trim it down a bit more. Very quiet. Paddy hasn't heard the postman yet. He may not have come round actually. They have been striking, so I'm never quite sure what days now they're coming and what days they don't come. Okay, put that up there. And now got some glitter. Let's have a look. Let's put some glitter on. Oh, we've got some washi we're going to put on. A little bit of washi, which I think maybe that will be the glitter. I don't know if I feel like getting glitter everywhere. That needs a bit of glue anyway. I think this collage is running out. I can see it coming down. Let's move this page so that we know where the edge of the page is. Okay, that's quite nice. And maybe we'll have a bit side. I'm just putting a tiny bit, just enough to keep it stuck down. Squeezing the life out of it. There is a lot of glue still in there, but it just doesn't want to come out at the moment. We'll pop that up there. Like that, so it's very Christmassy. And then last but not least, I'm just going to do a few bits of red glitter, I think. If I can get the lid off. This is going to be, just going to tap it gently, I think. Let's use a bit we haven't glued on, and I'm going to just that's it, didn't use too much, so it's just enough there. And I'm just going to waste not, want not, put that back in there. So if I make a funnel out of that, that should go back in. And hopefully it's going to be everywhere, because glitter is like that. No matter how careful you are. Last year I made some shakers, and I was covered in glitter for days on end. So that's it. That is mine for week 47. Now, I'll find the lid for that in a minute. Okay, so right, so okay, I haven't written, have I, on it, so I'm going to write right down in the bottom, very small letters here, hashtag 2022 planner. Okay, so mine's Christmas themed, travel item. I've used my kind of interpretation of that, and there's a sledge here, that's what I'm using. I've missed out the furniture, something written or drawn with non-dominant hand. I've written countdown to Christmas with my left hand. Mushrooms here, there's a selection here, nice little group. Something that smells, I've got some lovely fir trees up here, and then I've substituted the bonus for the piece of furniture, and I've put some stars on. And that is my hashtag planner 2022 47. There. So I hope you enjoyed that. So let's have a look and see what we've got for next week, because next week is just a one-off. Hashtag 2022 planner 48 just says create a collage using a single colour or shades of that colour as your theme. So that would be nice. So actually my favourite colour is green, so I think that's probably what I will go for next week. Next week being week 48. Okay, so I'm going to say goodbye now, and I will speak to you all again soon. Take care.